Alright guys, how's it going? Today we are here at the Tantera Resort in Osage Beach, Missouri. In my early days of my YouTube channel, this is like one of my biggest places. I filmed here all the time. Some of my first videos ever were actually shot at this hotel. And it's been quite a while since I've been here, quite a while since I've ridden any of the elevators here too. So what I thought I'd do is sort of a little walkthrough video / elevator tour of the Tantera Resort as of July 2017. I sort of parked up here in the back in a spot that I used to use, so hopefully I can still remember how to get in. Let's see. So over here is the indoor water park building, if you couldn't gauge it. Down on here they got a mini golf course. So this is the D building. I'm just going to sort of make a loop. I don't believe this one has an elevator in it. At least I never found one. Carpet's showing its age a little bit. Like a little bank of rooms down the stairs there. This place is just a maze. It goes on forever. Ooh, presidential suite. Fancy, fancy. And there's the outside of the D building. I love how they have like this huge atrium. And it's just cooled by this one little random PTAC unit over here. And anybody can mess with it. Wonder what that is. Here's the indoor pool. Another view of this building. And now we're walking over the bridge from building D to building C. This is such an interesting little split in the hallway. Oh, I guess that's just a room. Oh yeah, they get their own staircase. I thought that's the way that the bridge went. Okay, so now we're in Building B. Not an exit. What's out here? Okay, it won't latch on me. So that's a C building. And this is just somebody's patio. Good to know anybody can get out here. While we're here, got a view of the lake of the Ozarks. And one of the 2 pools here in the resort. Surprised this isn't locked. So the rooms keep sprawling up that way. The rest of B building is down here, I think. Oh, bowling is closed. There is a bowling alley in there. Got the arcade over there. We're going to take a spin on the only glass elevator at the property. Also has like the loudest fan I've ever heard. Alright, down to 2. Serves 2, 3, and 4. There's only a window in the middle. Overlooking the restaurant. Floor indicator's out. At least the door closed works. Not a lot's changed here. Now you can cut to Building A through there. But I think I'm actually going to go back up this way and walk through the little shopping center instead. One thing that never ceases to amaze me in this place is how many times you have to duck your head just walking around.
Every time. So you do this.
Hey. There's a bridge where we came over before. Whew. Some random meeting rooms up here. And up and up and up. Let's see how their retail area is doing. Whew. Oh, I remember this. They actually have a map of the property carved in wood. Or at least the golf course. I thought they had a big map somewhere, too. I spy a modernization. But first we'll get a look at the lobby, which I heard got renovated. Yeah, it definitely did. Way different than the last time I was here. Let's check this out. Well, this is different. Kone did something here. It's definitely the same elevator, but modernized. Feels like it has a new controller, too. This is so weird. Whole cab got redone, too. You can still tell it's an old Otis. Now I'll walk across the garage. Let's see if these got it too. Doesn't look like it. I'll take a spin down to the first floor on the stairs because I hear a bunch of people coming anyway. I wanted to get you a better view of just how long these hallways are here in Building A. We'll start at 1 and go back up to 8. New carpet. Big long hallways. It's a red button. Notice the older brails on this one compared to this one too. It's interesting. I hope they still have the old up and down lanterns. Ah, good, they do. And they still pre-level too, though it doesn't look like these lanterns work anymore. Head up to floor number 8. These are always really interesting. Oops. Oh, look at that, it works. The lobby is on 6, if I remember right. Yep, I do. I still remember my way around here, for the most part. You know, actually, that was kind of cool, so I just want to see if it'll level like that going down on the next floor and get you a better view. Wow. Let's head back up to 6. Slam. These still have their personality. This is where all the big convention rooms are. And I guess the lobby, you have to go up here. Convention rooms go like way down to the left, but not too much to see.
How's it going?
I was gonna take you for a spin up the escalator, but the up escalator is actually broken. Interesting how the floor changed before the doors even closed. At least that's what it looked like. Number 7. Oh wow. Looking serious there. This is the newest addition to the hotel, as of like the early 2000s, building number E. See the main lobby check-in area here. Take a quick spin on this colonnade. There's a great view at the top of this. Very fast, just like I remember. Nice and smooth still, too. Look at that. Anyway, we'll take a pan down. So yeah, I got the lake back there. Main lobby down here. And you can kind of see like building B where we were before. And it's worth mentioning, there's so much more to this place I haven't even shown. Like, there's tons of freestanding buildings that are down closer to the lake over there. This place is just huge. We're gonna head down to 4, I think is the one with the door that I can get out on. I think it's 4. Actually, I think it's 5. That was quick. Just barely caught it in time. This looks right. Or maybe not. Yeah, it was 4. And we are back at the mini golf course. I love how like no 2 steps are the same distance apart. And one thing that's kind of cool up here, there's this old chapel that I guess has been here like longer than most of the stuff that got built around it. Little Stone Chapel, a gift of love in memory of Patricia Ann Bennett. Huh. Like I said, you keep walking in this place, and you'll just keep discovering more and more and more. On that note, let's take a little drive. There's not too many hotels where you can get winded just walking around, but as you can see, this place is built on some serious terrain. This video is going on a little longer than I kind of intended for it to, but it's such a cool property that I really think it's just worth it. So you can see we made it all the way down to building C, which I walked in. Are this guy's going straight, or... Alright, I'm just gonna go. So this is the bridge that I walked over where I went up the wrong stairs. And that's the end of building B, the pool that I showed you from the patio up there. But this hotel just keeps going and going and going. And we stayed here tons of times when I was growing up. And I wish I had access to this room today because it was so cool back then. And you can see Tantera does like these little golf cart shuttles to help people get around. But like all these buildings down here have rooms in them. Like these are all places you can stay. You know what? Let me just go ahead and park because this isn't even a handicap spot. I wasn't expecting to get parking down here so easy. You can see that's somebody's patio just right in front of us there. I better set the parking brake. And there's just more and more to see. And one of the things to see is one of the larger buildings down here, which is building F, or I guess they call it the Windrose building now.
Like, I hope you don't.
Oh no, that's fine.
It went to the Goodwill. Like, once I was. Like, that's when the next thing noted that this is the final line, is that everything.
This is a really old building, if you can't tell. A lot of crazy stairwells. Like, I was just trying to figure this out coming in. So, there's just like this staircase to 2 rooms up there, 2 more down there, and then there's this one up here on the 3rd floor. More rooms. Oh man, there's even more. Look at this, 4 floors, no elevator. And man, almost got my head on that. So yeah, more down here. Oh, vending. I was wondering what that was. Then there's like a fine dining restaurant out through here, which isn't open right now. Then out back you can see the pool and their full-service marina. But wait, there's more. Leaving building F and continuing down this path, you can get a back view of building B. That's actually the Black Bear restaurant, that restaurant that was visible out the window from the glass elevator. And if you keep going down here, there's actually more rooms, like in this little Inuit down here. And like there's one down there with a boat slip that they even gave us years ago, which was really cool. Like total 60s, just randomness going on with the architecture here. And believe it or not, there's more, but I gotta turn the car around. So down this way, there's even more to the place. Like, there's more low-rise buildings you can see back there, all full of rooms on this little roundabout. I remember playing on this playground when I was so young that, like I said, I've been coming to this place. My family's been coming to this place for, at this point, you can almost measure it in decades. You have the main pool down here that they sort of tore out and redid about 10 years ago or so. They added like a water slide, a bunch of new things. And then, believe it or not, past all of this, like all these other random buildings and things, we'll take a little bit of a back route here, but there's even more down through here. Like more of these smaller buildings with regular hotel rooms in them. I think there's actually some suites in these too. Nice little narrow road here. You can see the back of the D building up here. And oh look, they put some new siding on this one. So that's pretty much it for the actual Tantera Resort. But if you thought the scale of this place ended there, you would again be wrong. Because as we continue down this way, there's a whole other side of this hotel that's called the Estates. So the Estates are like a bunch of freestanding homes that they started building out in the hills around the hotel here back in the 70s. And a lot of these things are sort of subdivided, so you had like a master suite on the top and then 2 hotel rooms down on the bottom floor. Now, as the years went on, the main resort sort of began to lose interest in maintaining a bunch of houses from the 70s out in the woods. So a lot of these things are privately owned. A lot of them are like listed on VRBO, that sort of thing. In a lot of cases, they were even built as single-family homes. It's an interesting development out here. So I'm going to show you a little bit of it driving around now. And if you're wondering why we're here, sort of as a throwback, we actually rented out one of these houses on VRBO. They're pretty reasonable. You might be surprised. Just a little over $100 a night. And you can see like some classic 70s architecture. And look at that. And look at the skylight on this one too. Wow. So, yeah, if you're into architecture, especially like mid-century on to the 70s and such, there's some pretty interesting stuff scattered out here. It has a lot of charm to it, though. I mean, the woods are all grown up. Honestly, it's pretty cool. And these roads just wind around like crazy. Which again, like going through the Ozark Hills and the woods, all these little houses, this whole development really does have quite a bit of charm to it. And then out here, there's, off the top of my head, I can think of 3 additional pools that are scattered around, but there's really 2 main ones that people use. And when I'm talking about the roads winding around, like there's tons of intersections like this one up here, where good luck if you come here in the winter. And then we'll head up this way, and actually we'll take a little side detour. If you can't tell by the way I'm winding around, we spent a pretty considerable amount of time here when I was growing up. I'm a little surprised just how well I remember my way around, but I really do remember this place very, very well. Make a left here, kind of wind back this way. A little hard to do this kind of driving one-handed. But you can see these are all like on top of a really high cliff, which I guess the trees have just grown up a tad too much for you to really be able to see. But we're up real high. You can kind of see the lake through there. Some more great like 70s architecture there. People are nice and waving to me. I'm probably wondering why I'm driving around with the camera. Anyway, we shall continue here to the left. And look at this. I think it's at the bottom of this one, but there's a really cool, hard to make that turn. Really cool house I want to show you. Might be at the bottom of this one. I don't know, it gets a little bit hard to keep your sense of direction out here. This is a crazy, like, what, 4 or 5-way intersection here. Oh, I bet it's on the end of this one. This looks familiar. Yep, there it is. Like the most famous house in this whole development down here is the roundhouse. Look at that. Looks like something out of a fairy tale or something, perched here on the end of a cliff. I know this thing is listed on VRBO. I would love to try renting it someday, if nothing else just to get a tour, because that looks so cool. And now that I've done my 7-point turn to get out of there, you can see when I was talking about how these were subdivided into like hotel rooms and such, like this directional signage here, at the front desk they would just give you a map and say like, this is where your house is, and you come out, you follow the signs, and typically, like I said, the suite was on the upstairs, and there's like more hotel rooms that were built in on the downstairs. This one looks like it's still in its original configuration. Nice blind corner here. So, anyway, I am the first person here from my family to arrive today. Check-in at this house is not technically till 4 per the rental contract. Look at that, speed limit 17.5. But anyway, I'm just gonna swing by and see if I can get in, and if I can, I will go ahead and do a room tour for you of the house that we rented out. It's a smaller one, it's not like one of these massive things. Whoa, that's a unmarked speed bump. See, I wasn't going 17.5, so that's why I hit it. Anyway, it's just a little 2-bedroom house, which 33 Elbow K, I think was the address, so. Relatively certain I know where that is, which is good because I do not have a map, and I highly doubt any of this is like actually marked on Google Maps. I would say that this is it. 33 Elbow K, little shrimpy house. We get 2 parking spaces. I'm gonna try to go nice and close so my dad can fit his minivan in the other one. So yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get inside, and if I can get in and start this tour, it's gonna be in a separate video, which you can find in a link down in the description. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and that is it.